Merry Christmas to one and all. Well, Merry Christmas week. It is, we're coming upon that very popular holiday of our culture. And, the older I get, the more I appreciate it. But also, the older that I get, I'm noticing the pushback to not celebrate. No, not for myself, but from other people that I've observed. Other people who don't quite value that holiday, this holiday, in the way that they should. And I do find it unfortunate. I hope that things will change and that people will get, more intentional about trying to celebrate. Be a shame if we were to forget the value of the holiday and then one day come to miss it. Anyway, we're going to be doing some Fortnite for tonight, followed by coding. We've been trying to do this a little bit, I've been trying to do this a little bit for the last couple of days here, and going to continue doing it for a while longer. Might do some day streams as well. That's on the list of things to do. There's some other things that we'll be doing as well, and that will not really take place until a little bit later, maybe towards January, start of January. I'm going to be testing the audio for just a second. Okay, I think we got that squared away. Audio was a little off. I should probably rename these streams to peaceful streams. Streams where trying to lay back and people can fall asleep too. I used to have that reputation early on when I was getting started. Well, correction, not right as I was getting started. About a couple of months into it, I started taking up that personality, which is actually very accurate to who I am. Oh no. What the heck? That was a weird one. I thought that was a portal to the sky, not to another underground location. Then I backed right up into it. Oof. Well, I've had some success over the last couple of streams with the coding. Tonight we're going to be developing the attack system and scoring it, so people have the ability to find the aliens and then eliminate them. I got an idea of how to pull it off, and so far it's been working. It's amazing how much that code has been operating according to plan. I thought for certain that this thing would start glitching immediately, because I have such a reputation of this stuff where I dive into something new and then I encounter all the worst possible problems and bugs that prevent me from really being able to be successful. The audio is just a little quiet for me. Let's give that a try. Golf course. Yeah, there we go. Interesting hole in the ground. Aha, hobos sleep here. Treasure. You know, I was exploring the surrounding area, looking at people's Christmas shops and decorations, and there was a lot of good stuff out there, but something I've noticed is there is a lot of nonsense products being sold. It used to be like, oh, I'm going to be like buying a brand new blender for somebody, or I'm going to buy a television. Now they all seem to be focusing either clothing, like unique clothing, or adult versions of children's toys. That is like by far the majority of the stuff out there. Oh, don't panic. Should have panicked. Oof, I should have panicked. I walked right into that one. I had the range. I could have taken him out from a distance. Oh well. So there's a lot of adult versions, and I have to say that because I don't want it to be misinterpreted when I say toys. There's a lot of adult focus for children's toys. Legos are for sale, but it's all like the super elaborate stuff that only older folks are going to really appreciate, not the kids. Get puzzles, but the puzzles are all for older folks. Like nostalgic sort of stuff. Movies. Movies focusing on things in the past. Not the present, not for youth. Even food items are focused on adults. Like I remember growing up, there would be like sweets that were very much had a children's focus for it. Now it's like social media related treats that you can get. It's really bizarre. Getting better with my accuracy. Slowly but surely. I said slowly but surely, and that I miss. Whoop-de-doo. I forgot that they had daytime cycles. I don't remember this map having a night cycle, at least in recent years. Oh, I think it was just the only when you're in the air. Now we get down here and it's all daytime. Ugh. Kind of wanted for it to be twilight. That would have been nice. Uh-oh. Oh. Wow. That actually worked. I think the blast radius has been increased. That's the second time I've done that. Whoa. Take a campfire with me. Not like I ever use it. Could you imagine what would happen if I have a sneaking suspicion that a lot of the change in products happening in the recent years, the focus on adult children and versus, actual children, is very unhealthy. Well, first off, it's very, very unhealthy for our culture. It's very, very unhealthy for our businesses. Oh, sure, they're making a lot of money right now, but it's very short-sighted. And I have a sneaking suspicion that we're going to regret this horribly, and we're going to have a lot of people studying the downfall of our culture based upon how many adults are getting children's products. And you could say, right now, I'm kind of feeding that. Right now, I'm playing a children's game. Well, what is, typically considered a children's game. And yet, I am not a child. I'll continue that thought in a moment. Enemies up ahead. Oh, come on. I missed horribly. Horribly. Anyway. Feeding the mindset of grown-up children. Now, I view it as healthy for some adults to have time to spend with children's toys or children's games or whatnot. I think it's beneficial, but not... You shouldn't be consuming. What am I referring to when I say that? What I'm kind of calling out is the desire for the people to be like, oh, I'm a, and this one hurts a little bit, I'm a Pokemon card collector. I love Pokemon cards. They were so much fun growing up, and I still keep them. They're nostalgic. But I'm not going out and trying to buy them still. First off, I don't have the time for it. I also don't have the community for it. I got other things to do. Like play this game. No. But to be doing other projects. I'd rather make a game now than play a game. Really, I would rather make a movie than watch a movie. I'd rather write a book than read a book. I do these things not because I'm like, oh, I gotta play it, I gotta watch it, I do it because I see an opportunity to glean ideas or to have chance to interact with folks in a positive way. But we have to draw a line somewhere. And for me, my line that I draw is based upon two things. One is ethics, and two, is it beneficial to my career path? Playing this game is actually beneficial for my career path a little bit. Not great. I'm not saying that this is like, oh, I'm going to like put on my taxes or something like that. No. By the way, the people that do that messed up. Yes, there are many people that do that. They should not be doing it. It should not be permitted. But there are some people, they do treat this like it's a job. And interestingly enough, they don't end up having a whole lot of joy when they do that. Lo and behold, imagine doing something childish is not fulfilling. But you still want to be familiar with it because let's say you have a kid. You don't want to be disconnected. And this is why I wanted to become aware by actually engaging it. When I got back to the States, I noticed there were movies that were coming out, TV shows coming out, that all focused heavily on the upon darkness, upon evil, upon sorcery, and satanic content, obscene content, and it was everywhere. And there were people that didn't know, and thus their kids became saturated with it. So they got two problems. One, the schools were going all hog wild with all the inappropriate evil changes that were happening, but also the parents were becoming neglectful. I wanted to be aware of what was happening, not necessarily for myself, but so those that I was around, I could give them good, clean answers as to things that were transpiring in this culture that they should be aware of. Dang, I could not hit him. If I had a balloon, I would have flown away. No balloon. And I had good gear too. No balloon. So I wanted to be aware because I was seeing darkness in our media. And I wanted to be able to talk with people and help them understand. I've not had a whole lot of opportunities for that yet, although I have had a couple. I've gotten to be the warning call for a couple of folks saying, hey, be careful, this is actually far darker than you realize, and then I have to explain it to them. One of the things that made me really want to lean into that was when I started seeing video games tailored to look like it was made for kids, but it was actually for adults. Or animations that were made to look like they were for kids, but they were actually for adults. I think they do that partially because they want to trigger people's nostalgia. But there's also another reason. A lot of these places really do want to get kids hooked on this stuff early. It's well known in the industry. And when people talk about it in the past, they say, oh yeah, people were trying to do that. Guess what? They're still trying to do that. I was down at Walmart earlier today, and I looked over and I saw a movie being sold. Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey. Now I want you to imagine you have a little kid. The adult goes by and laughs at the realization that, oh, now Winnie the Pooh is a horror story. Ooh, a Zoid. Did they bring Zoids into this game? That'd be something. Huh. Unless that's another product franchise that I'm unaware of. Okay. So the parent laughs. Blood and honey. Oh, Winnie the Pooh. Oh, that's hilarious. Oh, I want to watch that horror movie. And then imagine the kid who loves Winnie the Pooh and sees Winnie the Pooh with a mask and blood across it. Do you know what that does to a kid psychologically? Oh, the kid's fine. Don't be so dramatic. Hey, have you forgotten what it's like to be a kid? Honestly. It's like some of these parents, young parents and old, have completely spaced on what it's like to be a kid. You know what? By playing games and consuming some of the content still, I've maintained a little bit of my mind to still be childlike. No, I'm not saying that I'm like trying to feed an alter ego or something like that. Oh, I'm childlike. Although I know some people that like to say that. No, it's more like I'm just being saturated with the community. And so I know how kids tend to think. Not completely, oh, ouch. Not necessarily going to be 100% accurate, but I know more than the average adult, despite the fact of not having kids. Because I want to be aware and not make the mistake. Oh, golly. Surprise, buddy. He was as poorly equipped as I was. I know adults don't want to give up their fun. They're as bad as kids, honestly. The kid screams when they don't get something that they want. The adult screams when you don't allow them to have what they want. I don't think adults should be taking child products and demonizing them for their enjoyment. It's happening with a lot of products, a whole lot. And we need to wake up to the fact that there is this sick part of our culture that is actively endangering our youth for their own pleasure and enjoyment. Yeah, that's a bit extreme. I know a lot of people are going to disagree with that. A whole lot, especially online. But can you really blame me for thinking like that? Is that not what is happening in our culture? I'd argue it is. Much better. Okay. We have the range. Aha, there you are. The Boogie King. Well, I'm going to guess that was a bot or somebody who disconnected. I can see you. Oh, no. Oh, that was bad. Time to dance. Dance together with me. Yeah, let's dance boogie. Keep that dancing. Join me down here, little man. Oh, come on. We're having fun there. Yeah, okay, fine. You can jump more than me. Wonderful. So there's these adults that are going about intentionally trying to get kids hooked on more adult stuff by using the kids' own Target merchandise to get to them. And I saw that everywhere I went. Oh, here's a pretty little princess. And then you suddenly realize that that pretty little princess actually is not even something terrible, is just going to be a badass tough girl, and you might not realize that. So you may be saying, oh, look, I got my daughter something really cute, and then you find out later on it's espousing a value you don't want to see. Or somebody else that actually finds a character, a superhero character, and they think, oh, my son loves superheroes. You get it for them, and the son loves it. He's like, oh, this is so cool. I'm flying around. Yeah, I'm able to do all these superpowers. Yeah, it's so cool. And then later on, the kid finds out that the superheroes was actually from an adult series, and that character is known to kill people mercilessly. And suddenly the kid realizes that they were playing with something that was basically a mass murderer. We have to be aware of these things. I know no one's going to care about this on the web. I've tried this sort of argument before, and very few people really connect with it. But I'm seeing it play out. I'm seeing it play out in the world with people I know. It's happening. I'm like, eventually we're going to get to the point where there's going to probably be some very hardcore legislation that comes out about this stuff. You may not think so. Just watch, though. You're eventually going to have a backlash that takes place. Not from me, necessarily. I'm just somebody who is trying to give warnings. I'm not here to try and tell people how to live, necessarily. That is between you and God. What I am here to do is tell people there are consequences for the way you live. There are challenges that will come about if you choose one path or another. Kind of like this person, choosing consequences, one path or another. That would be a consequence. I wonder what it'd be like if I was had some of these conversations back when I had, like, a big audience. Probably would be a lot of backlash. But also there'd be funny moments like that where some people would laugh about it. Times change. You can't wish for the old times to come back. Times will morph, and you have to learn to adapt and appreciate the time that you have. This person down here is not appreciating the time that they're having. Oh! Okay, I'm thinking that I'm mostly just taking out bots with that sort of technique. That's my guess. Ooh, present. Merry Christmas to me. Take that bush. Oh, there is somebody and I have no health. I'm out. I'm out of here. I thought I was find health by now, but apparently not. Please have health. No health whatsoever. But I will definitely take that. Tally-ho. Hey, health. By the way, cactuses actually are useful for medication and for healing of ailments and burns and pretty cool stuff. Not to mention hydration. By the way, if you find any of these ramblings worth it, consider liking the stream. And if you don't like it, feel free to dislike it. At least I know that you listened a little bit. You don't have to agree with me on this. In fact, I offer people to disagree. And I will try and help reason my point a little bit more. But you don't have to agree. In fact, if you just blindly agree, many times that doesn't mean that you understand what it is that's even being said. And I would rather have people that are critically minded, able to think and reason through a tough subject, especially one that they don't agree with. Not to accept it blindly, but just to be willing to argue the reason. Because both sides benefit in such a situation. If you have somebody come along and they tell you about about how much they let me think of an item here. They mentioned about how they absolutely love salt. And you think that that's ridiculous. We have too much salt in our diet, and people who have salt are just, in shortening their life. The other person thinks that having salt is good for you and helps you live a longer life, which is correct. Accepting something blindly is to endanger yourself to whatever it is. To think critically and have a chance to dialogue, you might find out, hey, the person that is arguing for salt is mentioning that we do not have enough natural salts in our diet, and we need to have more of it like our ancestors did. And then that would make sense. But the person who says that no, we have too much of it, would say, hey, look, it's in our food, it's everywhere. We should not be having more of it. We should be cutting back on it because it is in way dangerous levels. Both have a point. And both technically would probably find a middle ground to agree upon. That's the benefit of thinking critically, because it allows you to dialogue about a subject without anger, without bitterness, and to find maybe not the full truth, but to better understand the different perspectives so you can make a wise decision. And man, I tell you what, I would prefer to make wise decisions in everything. But it is hard to know for certain what is the wise option. So maybe that's one of the reasons why I'm so inclined to want to listen to different points of view and have a healthy discussion on the subject, because I want to make a good decision for myself. And I naturally think, well, other people probably want to have that too. Not so much. Man, there are a lot of people where if they hear you disagree, they think that you're like trying to cause problems, like you're trying to either ruin their fun or to make them feel bad. And you're just like, no, I just want to find the truth. And it can make a lot of people confused. You want to really confuse somebody? Listen to them say something very outlandish, and then you say, I'm so glad that we get a chance to have conversations like this. And they say, wow, you agree with me? You say, no, absolutely not, but we at least have dialogue, and that's healthy. Hard to hit this guy. Come back, you're going to be roadkill. Okay, maybe not. There we go. It had to be done. Oh, no. You're back there. Oh, you are back there. I was not ready for that. I thought he was ahead, not behind. Hide in the snow. Come on, buddy. Show yourself. I know you want to. He's gone. Well, that's a problem. Well, I need some better health options here. I need some shield. Is that shield? Ah, my render distance is so low. No one sees me, I'm a bush. Just watering the bush. A moving bush. Ooh, bazooka. I could use that. We're coming to the end game, and that means I'm gonna need it. Walking through ice cold water. I'm gonna swap this out. I'm not good with shotguns. Ignore the bush. Hello, hello, hello. What have we got over here? Just causing some problems for the people over there. Come on back, buddy. Show your pixelated face. Oh, we having some shield. Some delicious blue shield. Is that being constructed? But yeah, that is being constructed. Oh, this is good camouflage. No one can see where I am. How very fortunate. If I had a campfire right here, they would say I'm a camper. But right now, I'm just a bush. This is not a good position, technically. I'm not liking the situation here. But I do not want to go down there. Too dangerous. Yeah, I keep jumping all over the place. Oh, someone just went down. Poor fella. This is exciting. All right, time to relocate. Ooh, bazooka ammo. Oh, I'm all full. Whoa, my bush. My bush is gone. Yes, have your little fort. It's gonna go down. I think I can head him off at the pass. There we go. Pure noodles. Well, I'm not pure noodles. You're gonna learn the hard way. Like a friend. Ah! Your fort is down. Boo hoo hoo. Your poor fort, gratefully destroyed. You didn't need it. Destroy the village. This is a lot more effective. got plenty of rounds, thankfully, and I got the storm to my back, so I should be in the clear for a while. I could use more ammo now. Wunderbar. Oh, that's only 2? Whoop-de-doo. Somebody's shooting at me. How dare they? Question is where? It's just me and 2 people. There we go. Oh, double assault. Hope you're ready for more. Oh, boo-hoo. You were not using strategy. Oh, no, I'm not using strategy. Get me out of here. Get me out of here. Dagnabbit. I got in pretty nice. I could not get out. I think it was getting hung up on that ledge there. Not like I was going to come out of that one. What the heck? Now we got SpongeBob in here. Ugh. And a Yeti. This will be our last round, and then I'll go into the coding. Again, we're going to be focusing on attacks this time. Last night, it was about searches, and now it is working. This one is about attacking. And the attacking already works somewhat. He just needs to get other elements thrown into it, things like animation, whatnot. So where do you see, where have you seen something that you think, you know, they crossed a line with that franchise? I'm not talking about, oh, they ruined my childhood, whatnot. I'm talking about things that you're seeing other people destroying the childhood of those right now. Not your childhood. Oh, how dare they do that to Star Wars? They're ruining it. And then they turn around and they like when they destroy Winnie the Pooh. What is something that you've seen that you think that crossed a line for me? I can't abide by that. I can't allow that. Winnie the Pooh was one of those for me. Because growing up, it was about carefree, childlike adventure. There was humor. It was benign. But there's a couple of other ones too where something very similar happened. Now, I would probably say that the vast majority of modern shows have gotten way too edgy. But the number of ones that are just claiming, oh, well, we're adult, and thus you have the ability to, they're made for adults. You shouldn't be allowing your kids to see them anyway. Those sorts of people drive me crazy because they're intentionally making it look childish. But also because when I was a kid and I came back from overseas, they were trying to make cartoons as grotesque as they could, as dark as they could. And then they would just say, oh, well, we're trying to find stuff for a modern audience. Oh, that's a big jump. What they were really trying to do was traumatize. And that worked. There was a cartoon that I saw of Mickey Mouse that Disney has since tried to erase from existence. And it came out as a response to what people were saying about the animation of the future. They would say things like, oh, well, we need to revitalize everything. We need to change it and make it more dramatic. We need to make things more adult-like. So then they made a Frankenstein version of Mickey Mouse. As an adult, I had to go back and find that episode, that animation, because it traumatized me as a kid. It was so out of control. And I thought, maybe I'm just remembering it wrong. Nope. I found out that it was exactly as I remembered it. In fact, it was worse. Watching it again as an adult, I realized it had so many even darker elements that as a kid, I didn't understand, that I didn't pick up. They were taking a property of Mickey Mouse, a family-friendly, carefree sort of character that Walt Disney himself had to create another character named Donald Duck because he didn't want to use Mickey to do mischief, because he wanted people to think of Mickey Mouse as a wholesome character, the one who does the right thing. That was Walt's vision. And then they go and they create a horror story with Mickey. It was awful. Well, the Walt Disney Company realized their mistake. Shortly after they released it, they were like, what the hell did we just create? And yes, I do mean to say what the hell, because it was that traumatic to the company and honestly signaled the end of the company. And no, I don't think that's an exaggeration. On retrospect, I can say that was when Disney sold its soul to this new age version of animation. They sold out and said, you know what? We want to be edgy. We want to be dark. We want to be cool and hip. And it caused their company to start to seek other dark material. Problem is that the damage was done. Wait a minute, there was dynamite over here. Here I am doing this by hand. Wonderful. That didn't give me any of the material. Well, that was pointless. I got the ammo. Guess that's something. Anyway. That was the signal that something was rotten in Disney. And I think a lot of people said, nope, we're not comfortable allowing our kids to see this stuff anymore. I know my own parents actually got a little bit more careful about the stuff we would go and see. They realized the problem right off. And I think that the company has no idea how devastating that act truly was. I think that there are so many people whose entire media experience was changed to other companies as a result. Where is this? There's a portal, but I don't... Probably have to cut down that building and it's a tunnel or something. I should have grabbed the car. This is bad. Lack of mobility items on this map is very telling, very frustrating. Good. This should get me to the edge of the map. Oh my goodness. Oh, that's probably not going to work. Man, that thing traveled a long ways. Okay, let's see here. There's should be some planes in the area. Come on. I hate that glitch. How do we get out of here? Where's the plane? Man, I got a lot of health, actually, for this journey. Most matches, I would have been like, nope, that's it. But this one, there's actually a chance. I mean, I'll reach the edge, thankfully. Oh, just barely, though. It's going to start moving here. Oh, no. And I'm stuck on the map again. Ow. Stupid map. Come on, boost. Come on. Oh, golly. There we go. Oh, I miss the mobility of the airbender skills. I need this. Oh, golly. The steering of this thing is frustrating. Uh-oh, uh-oh. That's not good. it's really dark in that in the storm. Yeah, that was close. I traveled over half the map in the storm. Okay, maybe exactly half of the map. I need to heal more. Yes! Health. Golly, I've been looking out. Health! Oh, golly. Come on. I've not seen anybody. Storm edge is back there now. Whew. Good enough. Okay, now I can semi-relax. Wonderful. At least I have this item. This will be good. Watch me get sniped immediately. I mean, watch if you're watching. Oh, balloons. Perfect. Winnie the Pooh's song keeps playing in my head when I see these balloons. I'm only a little black... Okay, I won't torment you with this. But it is kind of ironic. I was talking about Winnie the Pooh earlier, and that's a memory. That balloons have a very strong memory for me because of that. Yeah, build your stuff out in the middle of nowhere. Hope you're happy. I'm gonna go this way now. Yep, keep building that stuff. Waste your material. Wish the signs in this game actually said something. I know they don't want to have to say anything because then that means, oh, it's not region locked or whatnot, or whatever they say. Let's use this. I don't like how this is setting up. I'm going to need this. Ooh, mushrooms. Careful about eating mushrooms, kids. Alaska has a lot of very dangerous mushrooms. So 6 people. Let's get a better vantage point of where these people are. There you are. Controlled descent. Come on. No. Oh, this is bad. I messed up. Don't mind the little black rain cloud. Just gonna float away. Ah, phooey. Well, what a way to end. Traveling through a storm and on balloons to get gunned down in the snow. Anyway, we're going to swap over to coding now. I know, super exciting. Everyone loves it. No, wait a minute. Finding match. No, I don't want to do that. Sorry. Return to lobby. Wrong button. I won't bore you anymore with this game. I know, everyone does it. I'm not the most exciting person to do it. So, how do you feel about the amount of Back to the Future content? Way too little. Way too little. I don't even know what is Back to the Future right now. Then again, it's probably on the main map, which keeps crashing. Welcome. Sounds like, ooh, I'm gonna go and snipe those noobs. Just chewing on his candy cane like it's a cigar. Back. Still wish you could click on stuff around here. Not just a stupid sign. I want something useful. Cool. Whoop-de-doo. Anyway, we're going to now head on out and swap over to the code. Hopefully this will start getting really interesting soon, but maybe it'll just forever be boring. I don't know. Change the music for this. And before we dive into this, I'm going to get some more water. Be right back. Okay, so right now we have the ability to turn on the flashlight, and now it shows where the alien is and where he isn't. And if we line this up with the alien and we press attack, the attack hits, and we are good to go. Right now it's keep saying attack miss, which means we need to change a value so it doesn't constantly keep doing that. Okay, I've dealt with this problem before, and I don't remember what the solution is. The numbers are not lining up. Because right now, wait. I think I know what's going on, actually. It's maintaining the old value. Okay, I actually know what's going on here. Okay, that's part of the problem solved. Now we have to bring back in the actual attack function here. There we go. Okay. So that's part of the problem. Now the next part is to basically duplicate that and turn that into Y. If it's Y, then we kind of want to reverse this. Bot needs to be less. Top needs to be greater than. Right needs to be less than. And left needs to be greater than. And we beat back the alien. Huzzah! Okay, now we can bring back the other aliens. There are currently 3 to test. They're kind of located in weird spots around the map. Wait a minute. Yeah, it works. There we go. I want to restrict where the player ends up falling here. And we'll get that resolved in the future. Let's go hunt down the last alien. It's down here. And strike. Okay. Victory. So now we want to actually record these this warfare that's taking place. Let's put this up here to the score. Okay, so when that happens, plus equals 1, console log score kills. All right, it is functioning for that. Then we need a way to display it. Okay, we almost got this part done. Now we have to put this text back inside there. I wonder why it's moving. So right now the text is... Oh, okay, never mind. It's, okay, we need to actually alter that. I think this is where it is. So if we change this to 3... Nope, that didn't do it. Wrap text. What is the... Okay, it's 3rd and 4th. I think that was what I actually changed. 3rd and 4th. Let's try this one. Oh, that works. So we want the first one. So we want 5. Let's try that. Okay, now it suddenly works. A little peculiar. Almost there, 8.5. And we want this to be 0.5. Or maybe just 1. Okay, maybe 1.25. 1.15. There we go. And now we have our score counter. Well, that was actually a lot easier than I thought it was going to be. Next, we have to do the animation for how the player attacks. All right, aliens found. Eventually, we'll get to the point where there's a little, score thing that pops up. But we're just building this one step at a time. The first thing that I did was try and get the messages to appear. That was quite complex for me. I was not used to trying to do something like that. And now everything else has felt very easy by comparison. No, it's not gone smoothly, but it's been easier than what I would have ever expected. Okay, I want to... What do I want to do with this now? Let me expand this out. Make the screen bigger. Flashlight is on. Flashlight is off. Okay, so let's hide. Well, actually, we won't hide the attack vector here just yet. What we want to try and figure out is what the attack is going to look like. And for that, we're going to create some more pixel art. Actually, just a second. What is the range of this? So that goes to about halfway. Continue. Let's use this, actually. Let's put it to half here. So 80 and... Sorry, the width is going to be 30, 40. Okay, and then this will be 80. Okay, so this is our attack area. Let us now do something, some sort of, oh, well, actually, let's bring that back for a moment. Some sort of lightning sort of attack. Let's try, first off, putting, let's try this for beginners. Brush size. Interesting. It's not going to be anything too spectacular. I just want to get something so the player knows that they've, done something. Then let's add a glow. And we're going to have a hot core to this, so it makes it stand out even more. Actually, that might be good enough for what we're trying to do here. We'll just save it as that. Let's get rid of the black background. Export. And now we want to create the attack component. We basically want to mirror, duplicate the search light. It's going to come in at the wrong dimensions to begin with, but that will be fine. I knew I was grabbing the wrong component. There we go. Why'd I put L? All right, so now we want to, okay, bring that back. I want to now update this component, just like the light search area. So we come down here and we're going to update. We want also the new position because this thing is going to be moving. Haha, we got lightning. That was actually relatively easy. Okay, so now we want this to be where it's not so wide. We want it to be a width of 2 and, a width of 1 and a, okay, let's see here. So this may be a bit of a conundrum here. Huh. We have to make it more, a few more variables, I think. Let's look at what is happening here. Light is rotating. It's getting its position updated. What if we go into the light component? What is the system that I have going for this? Light speed, light X. Okay. New position. It's rotating, then it's translating based upon this right here. And that number, is there a way I can streamline that to where it's being entered in with this? What if we have that? X and Y. I don't know if this will work. So let's try this. Import X and Y. X and Y. Why? I don't know. Okay. Light collision, that doesn't change, so it's just going to be same as earlier. But the attack, this one's going to change. We want this to be altered. I kind of want to have a reversed function of some kind. You didn't really want to have to create that tonight, but it might be necessary for the future. No, I'll do that off a stream because that's kind of repetitious and can cause quite a few headaches. I know, these are boring enough without me having to go back and kind of redo work on that sort of stuff. Player update. Let's try this, just for the sake of it. Update 2 and 1. Well, it disappears. It comes back. Let's see if it's even registering. Import XY. Oh, wait a minute. Oh. Oh, I think this is actually going to be way easier. If rotate equals 90 or rotate equals 270, console log, left, right, and if 0, 180, down, up. Oh, it works. Kind of. It's going to work. There's a couple of times where this thing is glitching correctly and other times where it's not. Is it? I saw something glitch here. Oh, no, never mind. That's the aim. Ugh, my bad. Let's get rid of those things. We don't need those right now. All right, right now it's just left, right. Maybe I got the... Wait, did I get the wrong name here? Oh yeah, I think I did. Light rotate. There we go. Okay, much better. Okay, so now, if that is indeed the case, actually, wait a minute. You know, this part actually might take a little while longer, so I should probably end it there. These streams are quieter than they used to be. It does allow me to get a lot more done, but it is kind of interesting to experience. This is about the quietest that it has been No, it isn't. Since this has been the quietest that the streams have ever been. Understandable. I think I'm not going to say anything definitive right now. After the holiday break, I may be having to reconsider the streams because I do realize it'll probably come and go, but I probably need to stay. Probably need to find a different way to move forward with these. So anyway, I'm going to be doing some troubleshooting. So on that note, folks, have a very pleasant evening and morning, everybody. Just a reminder, be civil to one another, even with people you disagree with. And we will see you next time, whenever that is. And until then, folks, have a very pleasant evening.